All right, guys, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create a LinkedIn ads campaign if you're a photographer, videographer, drone provider, 360 tour provider, etc. Anybody who produces content and is looking to run paid ads on LinkedIn. Let's get started. I will show you how to do this. So the first thing you're going to notice, guys, is you want to go to linkedin.com and you want to go to your general feed. What you're going to then see is this button to the top right where it says advertise. And then what you're going to be seen here is you're going to have the dashboard, the campaign manager, where you can actually check out all of the specific things that LinkedIn ads has to offer, right? So the first thing I will say is before you do anything, if you run a business, even if you just have a one-man band and it's yourself, you want to create a LinkedIn business account to run your ads from. If you don't have that, you still will be able to run through your personal, but I would highly recommend you run it through a company account because this way you're actually appearing more professional, more legitimate, and it's just easier to work within rather than doing it through your personal, from what I found, because I have done it through my personal and it hasn't been that successful. So once you have your own company account, I'm going to use Momentum 360 here. You have all these different things. You have campaign groups, campaigns, the ads themselves. I really just want to go through the basics here so you guys can tell, and by the end of this video, really understand how to actually run paid ads on LinkedIn, okay? So what you're going to do before anything is you're actually going to create a campaign, right? So you're going to create a campaign. And guys, it's very important for you to be hyper specific about what this campaign is. For me, it's about getting more virtual tour clients. It's about getting more photography clients, primarily with commercial real estate. So in this case, let's just say if I wanted to stick to commercial real estate and virtual tours, this campaign would be entitled something along the lines of 360 VTs, CRE, and then I would put the date. That's what I always like to do, 16/23. So virtual tours, commercial real estate, and today's date, right? The next thing you'll be prompted, and this is very common in the pay-per-click world, is you will then have a objective of what is the actual purpose of you doing paid ads on LinkedIn. You get brand awareness, website visits, engagement, video views, messaging, lead conversions, website conversions, job applicants, etc. So you can even run ads if you're trying to get people to apply for a specific job. You can get video views, etc. Right? Now, I'll be very honest with you guys. 99% of people who are running LinkedIn ads are trying to do what? They're trying to generate leads. They're trying to generate calls, clicks, revenue. That's what we're trying to do here. So what I found has been the best has been the lead generation, the website conversion, or it's been website visits, okay? But I really have found the most success from the lead gen conversions and the website conversions, all right? And I'll preface this by saying that for the lead generation campaigns, as you can see here to the left, you choose this objective to capture leads on LinkedIn. So you actually will have a pre-filled lead gen form, which you can populate. We'll talk about that later on in this video. It'll have the name, business, phone number, email. You can customize it however you want, but it's a pretty unique thing. With the website conversions, you don't have that. You're just driving people to your website, which then they'll hop on a landing page, and then they will actually fill out their information from there, right? Let's move forward though. Let's just say I was going to do the lead generation campaign, right? Group budget and scheduling, budget optimization will automatically distribute your budget group based on the campaigns for better ROI. I like to kind of put this on just because I think it distributes it evenly. So let's just say I have a budget of $3,000 in a month. There's roughly 30 days in a month. So the daily budget is $100, okay? You could also see here, what is your bidding strategy, maximum delivery, you get the most results possible with your full budget, get as many results as possible while staying under your desired maximum cost per result, or manual bidding, control your bids in the auction. I don't recommend doing this. This I haven't. It's kind of splitting hairs. I really haven't gotten that many results, but people have gotten results, so I don't want to say you can't. I've really gotten the best results just from leaving it at the maximum delivery, but do more research, try different things. This is all part of advertising, guys, is you want to create as many campaigns as possible. Split test as many things as you humanly can. Alex Hormozi in $100 million Leads talks about, hey, you want to test as many things as possible. The 0.00001 of advertisers, the absolute best advertisers in the world, split test, I think it's 12 or 13 times what the average person does. 12 or 13 times. That's really, really important, right? Next, you can click schedule here. You can set a start and end date. So let's just say if you wanted to actually run ads until the end of the year, to the 31st, we could do that. Let's hit next. Here is where it gets very interesting, guys. So let me actually make myself just a little smaller so you can see the target audience size. But the campaign name, as you can see here, is whatever you want to name it. So in this case, let's just call it 360 VTs CRE in Philadelphia. Let's just say I'm targeting Philadelphia, 1623. And maybe I make another campaign for, I don't know, New York or Boston, wherever I actually do these services. Group objective is lead generation. We talked about that. Guys, now this is one of the most important things to check out, okay? Because this is ultimately how you're actually able to upload lists, create lookalike audiences, retargeting, etc. Okay, you can save different audiences here once you create them. You can import audiences here, although I wouldn't recommend this because it's very, very broad. And then if you just manually want to put in a target audience, you can do that too. That's totally fine. I will do that for the purpose of this video. So let's just say for this time being, right, I'm just looking to target people in Philadelphia, okay? Not just anybody in Philadelphia, though. I'm looking to target people who are in commercial real estate, all right? So what's nice is I actually have a pretty solid batch of people here who are from Coldwell Banker, Century 21. These are more residential brokerages. So if I wanted to do companies such as JLL, if I wanted to do companies like CBRE, if I wanted to add companies such as, oh gosh, what are some other commercial companies out there? Maybe you want to do Keller Williams Commercial. Maybe you want to do, there's another, Binswanger. You have Metro Commercial. Boom. Awesome. That should be good for now. And then what I'll do is, for the sake of this, to get a really good perspective, let me just get rid of all of the non-commercial companies, okay? I have the company industries here. I have the member interest. I also have people who are from the ages of 35 to 54, so people who aren't that young in the industry, who maybe don't have that kind of money to spend on advertising. So you have people who are very experienced, but you don't have people who are like kind of old, where they're out of touch and they don't have a good perspective of what it takes to market a property. Because if someone's 65 or 70, they're a little checked out. They're maybe even in retirement. So it wouldn't, in my mind, make sense to target them. I also have people who are frequent contributors on LinkedIn. So that's a nice little nugget there. I like to add this just because the people who are on LinkedIn the most, I want to target, because once they see my ad, they're going to be either checking it out more than the average person, at least interacting with it more, right? Job functions, business development, entrepreneurship, marketing, media communications. I would say get rid of media and communications, real estate sales, marketing, entrepreneurship, business development. I think these are all good job functions. Yeah, because you want to target guys, the decision makers, but the people who are actually in sales, in business development, in marketing. These are three really good job functions that I would recommend. And then you also have, which we need to get rid of some of these. These are excluding anybody who have the following attributes. So I don't want to target people in accounting. I don't want to target people in healthcare, legal. These are all things that aren't necessarily relevant to my campaign. So as you see here, guys, I have a pretty solid target audience of 250,000 audience members. And the nice thing is you can check out the different breakdowns from seniority to years of experience. So I have, on average, about a third of my entire audience is at least a decade in the industry. Company size, industries, interests, all that stuff, right? So pretty cool stuff. Now, guys, we get into the ad format, all right? On average, I mean, you can go through a lot of different Google searches, but on average, the average click-through rate on LinkedIn is a little bit less than 1%. So if you're getting anything above 1%, it's above average for a campaign, right? In my mind, I want to get at least to like a 5 click-through rate. That's kind of just my standard, but for you, that's kind of like something where you can just measure it. I'll be very honest with you guys. You can run single ads, you can run carousels, you can run a document. What I found work the absolute best has been videos. LinkedIn is not a cheap advertising platform. It is probably one of the most expensive, if not the most expensive ones, okay? So you want to make sure at the end of the day that you have something that's very captivating. An image, carousel images, although they might have some success, they're, in very honest terms, guys, not as captivating as a video. So I would recommend doing a video for this. Placement, LinkedIn. I haven't tested this out, but I wouldn't recommend doing this. So you can see your group schedule, your optimization goal, your bidding strategy. And then here, guys, this is where you actually are tracking your conversions, okay? So what I want to do is I want to send people to a specific page on my website. In this case, what I was doing actually was I was sending people to this landing page, right, where I want to target realtors, right? I want to target realtors who need help with social media. That's something that Momentum does as well. We do a lot of social media management for realtors. So I was sending them to this page where they have a free content guide, and I guarantee them 5 clients in less than 7 days, or I literally Venmo them $100. So pretty crazy offer. But what I want to track, I don't want to track necessarily the number of times people hop on this page. I want to track the actual conversion, so the lead forms. Now, I will say this because my campaign is a lead form campaign. So I'll show this in a minute, but you will actually have the lead form be able to be filled out on LinkedIn on that advertisement. But if you were doing just a website conversion, what you would want to track is not this page, but once I submit this form and it goes to a thank you page, which it will in a second here, right? I want to track how many times people hop on this thank you page. Why? Because that means they filled out the form and I got a notification email, however I have that set up on my website, but this is what I want to track. Because if you're tracking the number of times people hop on the web page from your ad and you count that as a conversion, that's not a conversion. That's just someone hopping on your page. You need to make sure that you're converting them on the landing page if you're not already doing that on the lead form, okay? So I want to make sure that you guys are getting more bang for your buck and you're not wasting ad dollars where you think, oh, I'm getting all these conversions, I'm doing fantastic, but you're not generating actually any leads because they're not actually filling out the form. They're not calling you, okay? Again, just quick little mindset shift just so you guys can understand that, right? So if you want to create a new conversion, it's pretty straightforward stuff. You would put in a name here. You would put in what this would be. In this case, it would be and what I just showed you, it would be schedule, set value of the conversion. For me, it's going to be US dollar, but if you're in Canada, if you're in another country, you want to make sure this is pertaining to exactly the type of currency that you are doing, okay? Select the time frame from when the conversion can be counted. So the past 30 days, past quarter, past views, 7 days, quarter. What I like to do is, in this case, if I'm just running a campaign and I'm doing it for a month, I want to track 30 days and I want to also track 30 days, okay? Pretty simple stuff. Select the attribution model to specify how each ad interaction is credited. What I like to do is last touch for each campaign, okay? So let me just do thank you page. And now it gives you certain options, guys. This is pretty much the same thing as like Google Tag Manager, Google Ads, Facebook Ads. Is you can either manually set this up where you put in a URL right here, and then what you do is you actually get this code. You take the code, you put it on the page that you want to track. So you would put the code here. You would not put the code on the previous landing page, which is here. So again, just to reiterate, you wouldn't put the code on this page because you're not trying to track conversions on this page, right? You're trying to track the number of people that go to the thank you page, right? Once they fill it out, okay? Once they fill out that form. So you would take this code and put it in there, all right? Next step, what you would actually do is you would tie this to a campaign that you're working on. Right? Just do website conversions, old campaign I ran back in July, and then you're going to create. Or for this case, since it's deleted, you would do this. And the reason it's not letting me is because it's an old campaign and it already is completed, but you guys get the point. That's pretty much how we're able to set up tracking. What you're then going to see is if you have a conversion tracking that is unverified, right, you want to make sure, guys, that you get it verified because you want to have it be active, as you can see right here. So for this case, my optimization goal is leads, and we're going to get to the actual lead form in a second, but I want to track for now the thank you page, okay? And again, you cannot change this once the objective and ad format has been saved. So you want to make sure you're double checking this, guys, before you actually move forward. All right. Now we get to the fun part. We start creating ads, okay? Just for the sake of this video, I'm going to quickly go over, this is one that has worked really well. So we're going to use this. And now, since this is a lead gen campaign, I need to associate a lead form to this. So as you can see, I have created a lead form. I go to the ad. Which one do I want to go over? Okay, cool. We have this. They're going to go to this campaign, or I'm sorry, they're going to go to this URL. And then the form details, I already have one picked out, but something like this, where it's very, very simple. You just have their first and last name and email address. Makes it very, very easy, right? Linked lead gen forms. Now there is a form linked to this campaign, right? And now, guys, you're ready to launch. You have your payment method added. You have the ads. You have the ad format. You have the optimization goal, the bid type. You have the audience, which you should save this so you can go back to it at a later time. You have the budget, you have the bid type, you have the objectives, you have the group name, everything that you need to create a campaign. Now, guys, I would recommend, back what I said with the Alex Hormozi ad creation stuff, is you want to make as many ads as you can. You want to make as many ads, and then you want to split test those ads between different call to actions, different campaign objectives. Maybe you want to put a lead form in there, maybe you don't. So you want to test a lot of this stuff out, because a lot of people, unfortunately, the sad thing is they just test out one ad and they're like, oh, well, I didn't get that many, conversions. I didn't get any leads. It's like, of course you didn't, because you only tested one piece of creative. You only tested one ad. So you want to make sure that you're creating at least, I think I showed you, there was about 40 ads that I had, and it was just for one campaign, right? So I'm not saying you didn't make 40 of them, but you got to do a lot more. You got to do a lot more. You need to do more than you think you should, right? Even if you think it's enough, just continue to create more. A good rule of thumb is, I think a lot of people, when they think they do 10x the effort, they're going to get 10x the results. More so, it's when you do 10x the results, you get about 1 or 2 or 3x, right? Which is still great because you double, right? But you need to do 10x the work to get that. So just a quick little philosophy mindset shift so you guys are understanding what to do. But guys, that is how to create a LinkedIn campaign, ads campaign, if you're a photographer, videographer, in my case, doing a lot of virtual tours. Yeah, pretty simple stuff. So let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, and smash that like button, guys. We're going to be making a lot of 2024 content so you can get more leads, you can get more revenue, and ultimately more profit in your business so you can be on the beach drinking Coronas just like that commercial. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great weekend. Happy holidays, and I will see you soon. Thank you.